Hi, it's me again, and this time I'm going to be discussing a more important issue than the last time, which is animal cruelty. As you may or may not know, animal cruelty is a very serious issue in the world today. Many animals out there are being killed for pointless purposes, such as the making of fur coats, which I never used to be against, until I found out that they skin the animals to make the fur coats while they're still alive. Now there's a personality disorder called sadistic personality disorder, and part of that is zoosadism, which means you enjoy causing pain to non-human creatures. Like, the people who skin animals while they're still alive, or they set other animals on fire. They stamp on mice, they squeeze them until they burst, and they enjoy doing it, which is a personality disorder, but that doesn't give them an excuse to do it. There's absolutely no way to justify doing something like that. Now I also have here in front of me some pages from Wikipedia, which I printed out in search for facts about this animal cruelty issue. And the first page is the laws by country that the countries have about animal cruelty. In Australia, many states have enacted legislation outlawing cruelty to animals, whilst police maintain an overall jurisdiction in prosecution of criminal matters. In many states, officers of the RSPCA and other animal welfare charities are accorded authority to investigate and prosecute animal cruelty offenses. Most jurisdictions simply depend on law enforcement officers who may not be knowledgeable in the area or assign it a high priority. Spectacular stories about grave atrocities and animal hoarders are mainstays of local TV news reporting, but most offenses concern lack of adequate shelter or food, and similar mundane deficiencies in animal care. Okay, now in Mexico, animal cruelty laws are slowly being implemented. The law of animal protection of the federal district is a wide-ranging based on banning unnecessary suffering. The law prohibits conducts from dissection for students in high school or earlier years to negligence of the owner in providing medical attention to an animal that needs it. Similar laws now exist in most states. However, this is blatantly disregarded by much of the public and authorities. Animal protection legislation is gaining relevance very slowly. Okay, well that's just plain sad. In the United Kingdom, cruelty to animals is a criminal offense, and one may be fined or jailed for it for up to 5 years under the Cruelty to Animals Act 1835, 1949, or 1876. One notable case occurred when a group of students placed a hedgehog in a microwave in the late 1990s. Bestiality is also a criminal offense. One may also be prosecuted for running over an animal. The RSPCA, founded in 1824 as the SPCA, was the first animal welfare society in the world. Okay, now in the United States. In the United States, a few jurisdictions, notably Massachusetts and New York, agents of humane societies and associations may be appointed as special officers to enforce statutes outlawing animal cruelty. See the Massachusetts statute and the New York statute. Brute Force, Animal Police, and the Challenge of Cruelty by Arnold R. Luke is an ethnographic study of these special humane law enforcement officers. In 2004, a Florida legislator proposed a ban on cruelty to bovines, stating a person who, for the purpose of practice, entertainment, or sport, intentionally fells, trips, or otherwise causes a cow to fall or lose its balance by means of roping, lassoing, dragging, or otherwise touching the tail of a cow, commits a demeanor of the first degree. It is to be noted, however, that in the USA, ear cropping, tail docking, or the Geier rodeo sports, and other acts perceived as cruelty in many other countries are often condoned. Penalties for cruelty can be minimal if pursued. Currently, 43 out of the 50 states have enacted felony penalties for certain forms of animal abuse. However, in most jurisdictions, animal cruelty is most commonly charged as a misdemeanor offense. In one recent California case, a felony conviction for animal cruelty could theoretically net a 25-year to life sentence due to their three strikes laws, which increases sentences based on prior felony convictions. Okay, now here's an extra disturbing section for you guys. In filmmaking, there's a case of cruelty to animals in the South Korean film The Isle. According to its director, Kim Ki-duk, in the film, a real frog is skinned alive while fish are mutilated. Now, several animals were killed for the camera in the controversial Italian film Cannibal Holocaust. The images in the film include the slow and graphic beheading and ripping apart of a turtle, a monkey being beheaded and its brains being consumed by natives, and a spider being chopped apart. In fact, Cannibal Holocaust was only one film in a collective of similarly themed movies that featured unstaged animal cruelty. Their influence were rooted in the films of Mondo filmmakers, which sometimes contained similar content. More recently, the video sharing site YouTube has been criticized for hosting thousands of videos of real-life animal cruelty, especially the feeding of one animal to another for the purposes of entertainment and spectacle. In spite of these videos being flagged as inappropriate by many users, YouTube has generally failed to take the same policing actions to remove them that they have with videos containing copyright infringement or sexual content. Here's some more in filmmaking for you. Topsy, born 1875 and died January 4th, 1903, was a domesticated elephant with the Forfar Circus at Coney Island's Luna Park. Because she had killed 3 men in as many years, including an abusive trainer who attempted to feed her a lit cigarette, Topsy was deemed a threat to people by her owners and put down by electrocution on January 4th, 1903. Inventor Thomas Edison captured the event on film. He would release it later that year under the title Electrocuting an Elephant. That's really creative. To reinforce the execution, Topsy was fed carrots laced with 460 grams of potassium cyanide before the deadly current from a 6600-volt AC source was sent coursing through her body. She was dead in seconds. The event was witnessed by an estimated 1,500 people, and Edison's film of the event was seen by audiences throughout the United States. Now returning to the topic I started earlier, since its original release, Cannibal Holocaust has been the target of censorship by moral and animal activists. Other than graphic gore, the film contains several scenes of sexual violence and genuine cruelty to animals, issues which find Cannibal Holocaust in the midst of controversy even to this day. In 2006, Entertainment Weekly magazine named Cannibal Holocaust as the 20th most controversial film of all time. It has also been claimed that Cannibal Holocaust is banned in over 50 countries, though this has never been verified. Much of the censorship issues with Cannibal Holocaust involve the on-screen killings of animals, which remains a major issue today. 7 animals were killed during the film's production, 6 of which are seen on screen, and they are as follows. A coatimundi, mistaken as a muskrat in the film, is stabbed multiple times in the neck by an actor. A large turtle, about 3 feet long, is captured in the water, then dragged to shore, where it is then decapitated and its limbs and shell removed. The actors proceed to cook and eat the turtle. A large spider is killed with a machete. A snake is killed with a machete. A squirrel monkey has its face cut off with a machete. And a pig is kicked and shot with a rifle. Many condemn this as animal cruelty for the purpose of mere sensationalism and only to attract controversy. And while in the movie it appears that only 6 animals are killed, the scene depicting the monkey's death was shot twice, resulting in the death of 2 monkeys. Therefore, in conclusion, stop abusing animals, because I think that it's never going to end unless people know about it and are aware of it. You know, just don't even kick your dog. All they want to do is be your friend. They just want to make you laugh, and you know, be in a loving home with a loving family. And there are 4 million animals in adoption shelters right now. So if you don't already have a dog and you want one, go out and adopt one. Thanks for listening, and this concludes my thoughts on animal cruelty.